Namaskar friends, keep learning with Export Import Make in India campaign. So in this session we will understand how shipping line release the monthly rate. Okay, so we all know that the charges for the freight from India to Australia is different from one month to another. Like in February, the freight charges is $5,000 from India to Australia export. In March, it may be differ. In the January, maybe it is $4,500. Okay, so these are different in monthly basis. Okay, so it also different from shipping line to shipping line. Just like MSC giving the freight charges from India to Australia in January, like a $4,000, but Musk line giving the charges to $5,000. Okay, in Musk, in MSC, in Hapag, it may be different in a CMA. So it depends on the shipping line also. So how these charges are changes? Okay, so mainly thing need to understand the exporter who is giving high volume to the shipping line. The shipping line provided that particular exporter to the special charges. In the same way, if any shipping line giving, if any freight forwarder giving to the shipping line high volume, like a 500 containers, 1,000 container in a month, so shipping line provide that special charge to freight, that particular freight forwarder. Okay, so it is it is very important to understand it's also fluctuated by the uh, volume. Okay, for example, if you taking the freight charges from the one freight forwarder one, he is giving the $6,000 freight charges for India to Australia. But if you check out with another freight forwarder, he will try to give you 5,000 or 4,000, because that he is giving to the shipping line high volume. Now we need to understand how this what are the factors which influence monthly charges, why monthly charges are changes. Okay, so it is very important to understand for any exporter and importer what are the key factors which influence these shipping line charges. Okay, so this first is shipping line charges influenced by the supply and demand. Okay, so like a market, shipping line rate heavy influenced by the balance of supply and demand. Okay, so in market we can say if any product is demanded much, then price will increase, like a potato or onion. Okay, in the same way shipping line also increase the charges. Like in the seasonal, the inventory is not available at the any particular port, then these charges will increase by the shipping line. Okay, so these depend on the supply. If demand is high, then charges will increase by the shipping line. Okay, so high demand and limited vessel space rate up, while demand excess capacity pulls down. Okay, for example, we are exporting the goods from India to China. Okay, but in this case, at the time of booking, the charges, if multiple exporter are booking for the China, the same route, okay, then it charges will increase, because that container is not available, in empty container is not available at shipping line yard. So due to demand of this booking, shipping line increase the charges. Then fuel cost. Okay, if fuel cost is increased, then shipping line charges will be also changes. Okay, so if monthly basis. So bunker adjustment called the fuel surcharge. It depend on the fuel. Fluctuation in the fuel pricing significantly impaired the shipping cost. Shipping line often implement the BAF adjustment rate accordingly. Okay, bunker adjustment factor. This is called the bunker adjustment factor. Once shipping fuel charges increase, then shipping line increase their freight rate. Okay. Now equipment imbalance. When there is an imbalance of the container in certain region, shipping line may introduce surcharges like equipment imbalance surcharges. To cover this cost, responsibility empty container. Okay, like a equipment imbalance is like a for any port, like a Nhava Sheva port, seaport. Exporter book the containers for the exporting in high level. Okay, just like a exporter, the booking received at the MSC portal for 2,000 container. Okay, but at this particular location, only the 1600 containers available. So there is a shortage of the 400 container. So here this MSC will what do they is provide this for 100 container to complete the exporter booking of this 2000 container. Okay. So this is the equipment imbalance surcharges will occur. So due to this, shipping line charge this imbalance container. Equipment imbalance means with the container is not balanced here, so we will bring container from another seaport where these are available. Now seasonal variations. Peak shipping season such as the lead up and holiday, typically these high rate will be applicable. We know that in seasonal like in January and February there are the vacations internationally. So once this vacation is over, then immediately import and export start. So that time this will be a seasonal, we can say seasonal on peak season. So immediately exporter and importer book the container. So that they shipping due to the high demand, shipping line increase the charges. Now economic conditions. Global economic conditions include trade policy and economic growth play major role in shaping shipping rate. Okay, like as per the country wise. Okay, port are not developed, so port developing charges also occurred. So it is economic condition of countries. There, this charge can be that charge need to be paid. Okay. Now port congestion and delay. If any port, just like in Nhava Sheva, there is a port congestion and too much vehicle, too much containers are available there, and ship is not working on time. So in such cases, the congestion charge may be charged by the shipping line. Congestion report can be lead delay in incurring the cost, which may shipping line may pass to own customer. Okay. So overall, shipping line do not bear any charges. He will charge from the exporter and importer. Now, how rate are released and managed? Freight indexes. Okay. So organization like a freighter provide index such like a freight BIDEC, BFX, BX, and after that inside market rate. This index aggregate data from various sources and providing benchmark for the shipper. Okay, like for example, just take an example like at any seaport or any countries receiving the booking. Okay, so as per shipping line will calculate there are 2000 or 3000 or 5000 container required for this month. Okay, so this shipping line have this data. Okay, on basis of this data, they manage the rate. Okay, and release the same. Now, carrier tariff. Shipping line publish their tariff, which is outline their rate and applicable charges. This tariff can be complex, subject to change. Okay, like this. Negotiate contract. Okay, a large volume shipper often negotiate the contract with the shipping line and secure fixed rate and agreement with the specific period rate. Okay, if any exporter is exporting like Honda exporting the cargo from India to South America. Okay, so he's fixed that he always export the 5000 container monthly. Okay, so in such cases, shipping he negotiate with the shipping line. Okay, as a contract that shipping line cannot change this charges. Like he contract for the 3 month, he contract for the 4 month. Okay, so now 4 month is not possible the first same rate, but at least 3 month contract be applicable. Okay, so this type any exporter who is exporting much cargo, then shipping line negotiate for the charges and give us some specific time period for the rate. Okay, now spot rate. In addition to contract rate, shipping line also offer the spot rate, which are subject to immediate market conditions. These are the fluctuate frequently. Okay, in negotiate condition, this may be the same charges per monthly, but in spot rate, it's depend on the market. Okay, so it depends on the supply and demand. In addition to contract, shipping line offer the product which is the subject immediately market condition. Okay, demand. How much demand in the market? How much inventory available? This is depend on this. So this rate can be fluctuate frequently. Okay. Now digital platform. Online platform and digital tools are increasingly using provide real-time rate information and facilitate rate management. Okay, online any exporter can check out the freight charges. So data is monitoring by the exporters and basis of this digital platform, shipping line facilitate the rate exchange. Okay, rate of this. Now key considerations before key consideration we cover the surcharges. So various surcharges such as terminal handling charges, secure security charges, ISPS and other fees contribute the overall shipping cost. Okay. In previous session, we understand that what are the basic charges. Okay. So just like we understand from the example, the importer and exporter have a factories. So importer in India have a factory and exporter in China is a factory. So from Chinese factory to the seaport, this is called inland. Okay, and here the cargoes need to be stored for some time for examination purpose. So this is a warehouse charges. Then freight charges from seaport to port, and again this here cargoes need to kept for some examination process. So is the warehouse charges. Then again this inland charges from port of discharge to factory of importer. So divide in three part like a ISC inland haulage charges, warehousing charges, and handling charges. Then freight charges, three charges. Okay. So there are key consideration. It is important to understand the shipping line rate are dynamically can change frequently. Okay, we all know that differ the rate is reason. It may be the exchange rate, it may be the demand and supply, it may be the high cost peak season. So frequently it can be changed. So shipper should stay informed market condition and work closely shipping line and freight forwarder to manage this cost. I hope this is very important session for you. Okay, for any exporter and importer must know this factor which influence the monthly charges released by the shipping line. So guys, we are just going to end the session here. Thanks for watching the session. Have a nice day.